MacBooks have always been some of the most popular computers for editors because of Final Cut Pro. And this year in Apple's WWDC event, we're set to see some major MacBook upgrades across all the MacBook lineup. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Hey guys, my name is Akshy, welcome to TechnoAkshy, let's get started. First of all, I'll start off with the MacBook Air. The MacBook Air was first launched in 2011, and since then we haven't seen a major design change to it. I mean, not to say that the MacBook Air doesn't have a good design, but it's a really old design now, and I think it really does need upgrading. So we will be seeing a new design in the MacBook Air, according to the rumors, in Apple's WWDC event this year in June. Also, we'll be seeing some major processor upgrades to the MacBook Air. We'll be seeing faster processors, most likely the 7th generation processors, which currently the MacBook Air only has the 5th generation processors, as well as some RAM improvements and some higher storage options most likely. The MacBook Air has been an ideal machine for students because the MacBook Pros are extremely expensive and the 12-inch MacBooks are pretty expensive as well, but the MacBook Air is pretty affordable, has decent specifications, but the only problem as of now is that the screen resolution of the MacBook Air sucks. So we will also be seeing a huge improvement in the screen resolution of the MacBook Air, which would mean a huge improvement for the device. Personally, I'm really looking forward to the MacBook Air upgrades, the design upgrade, the resolution upgrade, and the processor upgrades, because personally I'm a big fan of the Apple MacBook Air lineup, and to see a new design on the MacBook Air in new colors. There are rumors that a gold color, space gray, and rose gold will also be coming to the MacBook Air, just like the 12-inch MacBook, which would be really cool. Now, moving on to the 12-inch MacBook, there won't be many upgrades to the 12-inch MacBook, but there will be some slight processor upgrades, and that's just about it for the 12-inch MacBook, because it already has a great screen resolution. And then we're left with the MacBook Pros, which will be seeing processor upgrades, and the 13-inch MacBooks are most likely to see a quad-core processor variant in them, because currently they max out at dual-core processors. You cannot get a quad-core processor in them, but having the option to have a quad-core processor in the 13-inch MacBook Pros would really be a good thing, because it would be a lot faster, and for video editing, most people opt for a 15-inch MacBook Pro because the 13-inch MacBook Pro doesn't have that power with the 15-inch MacBook, but then they also want the portability and the size of the 13-inch MacBook. So having a quad-core processor in the MacBook Pros would really be good. And now the 15-inch MacBook Pros will be likely seeing a 6-core processor variant, as well as 32 gigabytes of RAM, which will be completely insane. That would probably be the fastest laptop out there. And so that would be really, really good for Final Cut Pro editing. So the MacBook Pro's 13-inch would be seeing a quad-core processor, and the MacBook Pro 15-inch are most likely going to be seeing a 32 gigabyte RAM variant, as well as a 6-core processor, which I'm really, really looking forward to. But then again, the price would be pretty high. So do tell me what you think, guys, and which MacBook are you most looking forward to? The MacBook Air, the 12-inch MacBook, or the MacBook Pros? Personally, I'm really looking forward to the MacBook Airs because, like I said, they haven't been upgraded since a very long time, the design, and I'm really looking forward to seeing a new design to the MacBook Airs because I'm a big fan of the Apple MacBook Air lineup. And also do tell me in the comments down below that and what improvements would you actually like to see in the MacBook lineup by Apple in the WWDC event in June. So that was it, guys. If you like this video, do give it a big thumbs up. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one.